Yo, welcome everybody to another Variety Gaming. Today, we're going to continue on with Silent Hill 4. We're in the water prison area, and we're in the middle of that area. I know it's a little loud, I should probably turn this down, but let's jump in so you guys can hear this. Let's get into it. Alright. Only the second stream of this playthrough. Everybody's having a good day today. I can't use that in here. Almost forgot about that. Alright, continuing on out of the room. Let's go back to the water prison. Yeah, the world seems changed a little bit. It's all like weird and staticky, but at least you get to see in third person. Um, let's check the map. Make sure I remember where I'm going. I don't know if any of those doors are still locked since I turned the circles. Those big guys are probably back. There's nothing in here. Yeah, you know you beat the area when you find find a placard. I found 2 so far, so I'm in the third world. Graffiti, it still looks like a kid's writing. I'm being watched from the middle room. Yeah, I've already seen that one. Okay. Seems like all these doors are still the same ones I've already been in. I haven't been in this one. See if killing these things does anything. Here's somebody walking. That was different. That was only in that room. There's something. Something's written. I'm sick of being watched. That's just a bunch of cells with no keys. There's somebody here just walking around now, yeah. They're probably upstairs. Yeah, I've taken the whole loop around. I think this is the last door I gotta check. Hey, Dragon Bow, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Hoping you're having a good day. Let's continue on the playthrough with Silent Hill 4. I'm sure you know. Yeah, it is a good game. I'm enjoying it so far. I'm feeling like it's pretty much a blind playthrough for me right now. That's good. I probably should go back outside there. But yeah, this is pretty much a blind playthrough for me. I haven't played this game in probably 20 years. Oh, that's good to hear about Draken. Um, I think this just ends with end up a hall. Ooh, I hear that. Hey, how you doing, Trinkington? Welcome in. Good to see you back. Yo, riding. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Hope you're having a good day. Just here finishing up Silent Hill 4, or at least trying to anyway. Second day into streaming it. That's good. I'm doing pretty good myself. Oh, really? What was you up to? I've already been up to the roof. There's nothing else to do up here. Okay, you guys wanna... Ooh. Yeah, I've already done all this stuff. I heard the footsteps above me, so let's check, I guess here. Or was I here already? Yo, Chelsea, welcome in. Good to see you back. I'm enjoying it myself a lot. This area is a little tricky, though. Well, I see... I'm guessing I'm having to go back up and rotate the rooms again. Because I see the water here is pouring out, but it's not going anywhere. Is there somewhere... Is there like a drain somewhere I can connect it to? I guess not. So the second floor I haven't really done anything at. At least that's what it says. Now I'm on what, the first floor? Yeah, let's go up there and at least check it out. Unless that was the floor that was like really inaccessible. I can't remember though. Yeah, I think this is just going to take me down steps and then just take me up this same floor. And just playing head games with me. Yes. There we go. Right, there's that ladder. Yo, Messenologist. I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing? Getting to know a few new incomers. Trying to make some regulars in this community that we're trying to build. Hope you're all having a good day, though. We'll be building up the community to the point where if we can break affiliate, I have all the badges and emotes ready to go. I even got some merch ready to go too, so I'll break that for when we get to that point. It'll be fun. And we got a celebration stream coming up on November 12th, Saturday at 11 p.m. so that we can celebrate breaking 100 follows. Because we still haven't celebrated that. This is the basement level. So I guess I'm going to have to go this way. Oh. That's good to hear. Everybody seems like they're having a good day. No problems around or here. Alright, I don't hear the footsteps in here. That one guy just left. Yo, DeBrones, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Hope you're having a good day. We're just here playing Silent Hill 4. I'm a little lost in here at the water prison area. Already done all this. I don't know whether or not I need to I'm not really sure which direction I need to go to be honest with you. I'd like to go as far up to the second floor as I can. It seems like it's just spinning me around from the first basement to the first floor. Okay. Oh, thanks, Riding. I appreciate it. I'm just doing nothing but enjoying myself, and that's all you can ask for, right? As long as I'm having fun. I'm not an expert speedrunner yet, but I hope to get there one day. For now, I'm just trying to learn this game. Haven't really watched many other people play this specific game. I've played Silent Hill 1, 2, and 3 a lot, and I'm pretty familiar with those, but this one is completely different to me. Maybe they came down here. Where's this lead to? Is that one of those wall monsters? It could be. Huh. So this is just taking me back down to the bottom where I was. Okay. So I'm gonna go check this big room out because there's gotta be something going on. I remember them saying I needed to turn the water on and then get the water wheel going. The water wheel is down this way. So I've already done the water part. Now I just gotta get the wheel running. It just sounds like the water is down here because I've already lined up the rooms. Yeah, I lined up the rooms, the water wheel's going. So I guess I already did everything right. Maybe the door back here. See, the engine's running now. I think we're good. Will this door open now? can't open it very wide. Huh. Well, other than turning the engine on, transformer is working. Yeah. Alright, let's go back into the scrapbook to make sure, yeah, I need to find out something about this generator. Thanks for the follow. Hope you're having a good day. Lately I've been feeling like let's see if this is the right one. I think this is just him talking about, but the one thing they had in common was that each corpse had the following numbers. Okay, this is the wrong one. Water, it's right in front of my face. Water wheel plate message. To turn on the lights in the third floor cells, turn this water wheel. Remember that the water must flow in the direction of the water wheel. Of course, you also have to open the sluice gate on the roof. I already did that. So I did all that stuff. There are the 3 rooms with bloody beds. One is on the first, one is on the second, and one is on the third. If you line those 3 rooms up, then it's bingo. Yeah, and then the first floor one can't move, so you gotta line the second and third floors up with the first floor, which I already did that. This is where it explains that. As a precaution against a blackout, they were set up to run on a private generator. There's a hydroelectric generator in the basement to light up the first and second floors. Use the corpse disposal chutes. Since each floor of this building can be rotated, you can light up any of the cells by matching up the holes. Repeating this periodically is an effective way to keep the kids fearful and well behaved. If you turn the handle in the middle of this room, you can easily rotate the cells. You can't rotate the first floor. So align the second and third floors with the first floor cell that has the blood-stained bed. By the way, if you use the peephole in this room, it's easy to make sure you're doing it right. Give it a try. Yeah, I've already opened the sluice gate on the roof. But yeah, I've done everything up to that point. Question is, are they trying to tell me that I need to rotate another room? I don't know if I saw another room over here. These guys will just keep spawning, so it's not really much you can do. Alright, just getting them out of my way. Now I believe... Is there only one? I see a panel there. Maybe that's something I have to interact with. Come on, buddy. It's taking him a while to actually interact with stuff. Dropping them down. Oh, that's just a save area. That's all that is. Huh. Well, this is kind of annoying. Thought I had it figured out. Well, let's start rotating rooms. That's the only thing I can think of from here. Since the water's already opened and the lights are on, supposedly on the second and third floors, all we can do is just rotate rooms. I can find the way up. There we go. Which way does that go? Looks like that has its... Oh, that's the outside. Never mind. That leads to the roof. Okay. I think that's where I have to go, actually. Yeah, if I want to rotate wheels and rotate the rooms, then I'm going to have to go outside to the roof. Yeah. Yeah, I got the big swing on him. Alright. Yeah, DeBrones, thank you, man. I'm only streaming for about 2.5 months, so I'm trying my best. I'm just gonna beat these guys to death. Oh yeah. I don't know what those guys will do, though. That's why I was just kind of like, I'm getting rid of them before they get worse. Oh, we made it to the second floor now. Where's that door at? Let's just start checking doors since I haven't really checked doors on the second floor yet. I've been watching the surveillance room's peephole the whole time and he's there. I can't tell because I see a shadow move or hear his footsteps. Yeah, I heard his footsteps too when I killed those dudes. Oh man. I figures that they actually hurt you. I've been in this room. There's something written on paper. It still looks like a kid's writing. I peed in my pants. I gotta wash them so nobody finds out. Oh, I just saw a shadow. I think someone saw me. I didn't read that message. I guess there's gotta be like... I don't know. Seems like there's pipes broken on multiple floors, so whoa, I didn't expect that. But, yeah, trying to just try to figure out the puzzle to this room. Maybe this is a door that they don't want me in. I'm missing a ton. That leech is like following me around. Okay, there we go. Oh, thanks, Starzy. Yeah, stop by more often. I always welcome more people in, as much as I can. Bottles are... What did I say? Bottles are filled? The bottle's filled with black powder. Alright. I heard a door open. Picking my nose a lot. Yo, man, Lake, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good night. Here, trying to get somewhere on Silent Hill 4. Pretty much in the third area, I believe, the water prison. And I'm really stuck at trying to figure this last part of this puzzle out. I've been watching, yeah, I've already been through here. So I've already been through all the rooms, and I don't really see anything new. Let's go up to the third floor. See if there's anything important. That's good. Always good to have your day going to be excellent. Oh, there's a guy. Aha! I ain't messing with that. Yo, Motoland, thank you for the follow. Welcome, man. Hope you're having a good day. See, if I jump down that hole, it's not really going to take me anywhere. It's pipe. Oh, I put it down. I didn't think it'd be that easy to kill. Especially on norm. I only have it on normal. It's not like I have it on hard, but for real, I didn't expect them to be that easy. Whoa. Okay, there's stuff up in this area that I haven't seen before. Oh, yeah. He doesn't want me to get that. I may have to use my gun for the first time. First use of my gun. Oh yeah. You don't like that, do you? Oh, just pistol bullets. That's all he was defending. There's graffiti here. I want to hide, but I can't hide. Another one of those double-headed dudes. There's something written on the paper. Now it will look like I'm sleeping. Huh? Were those footsteps? I wonder if they saw me. Oh yeah. Got it? Oh yeah. I'm missing now. Oh! Don't like that beating, do you? I'm trying to stomp it, but there we go. Oh, you ain't getting me either. These leeches trying to add on. Yeah, really doing well, mate. Also wish to stream like this a day. I appreciate it. Welcome to the chat. Yeah, it's not I'll just take a little time and patience. You'll get there if it's what you're really wanting to do. I mean, I'm not exactly affiliated yet, but I'm getting closer and closer every day. Just because I'm being patient. Let's see. I'm a boy genius and I figured out the answer to the surveillance room puzzle. All right. It's light water. Okay. It's light water. He's starting to give me problems. I don't know if it's my controller. But he doesn't want to get out of the holding his weapon. Alright, stop being on guard. How do I get him to stop this? There we go. It's a diary. We had beef stew yesterday in the cafeteria. I heard there's a death chamber behind the kitchen. Oh, that's right. They were talking about that. I heard there's a death chamber behind the kitchen, and they take meat straight from the dead people and cook it. That really scared me. Enjoying your stream with my coffee beside me? Oh, that's awesome writing. I need to get me something. That reminds me, I need to get me something to drink too. Took meat straight from the dead people and cooked it. That really scared me. Put the prison diary in the scrapbook. It's a diary. I'm in trouble. I stood in front of the surveillance room and yelled as loud as I could, but nobody came out. I'm guessing I've already been through all the rooms. Surveillance room. Old school sound from items. Yeah, Gamer Maka. I can't remember whether or not I'm supposed to go. There's an area where you're supposed to turn, turn the valves for turning the rooms. And that's what I'm trying to figure out. So I've already did this roof area. I think I may have to jump down those circles in the middle of the room. And that'll take me to the room that I need to find, I believe, because there's 3 dark circle rooms. I've got a light water. Yeah, it said light water. What's that? Alright, I see 4 dots and one of it's splashing on the top northeast on the 3rd floor. See if this is where I'll ride this down to the bottom because I need to find that area where you have to climb the ladder to turn stuff. That's definitely not it. Let's try this room. Or is it locked? Yeah, it's locked. Maybe this room has... Oh, that's locked too. I guess I can't jump down in this area. I've got to find the climb up area. There's a special room that has a somewhere in the middle that has a ladder that I need to ascend and turn some cranks to turn the middle rooms, and that's what's going to be hard to find. Like there's that ladder in this very dead center. Just getting into it's the problem. Looks like you get in there from basement 1. Let's go down there. Should be right here. Yeah, they're guarding it. So I guess this is why they're guarding it. This is the important last thing to do before you clear the area. Now let's see. I know they said light water is the puzzle, the answer to the puzzle. Was this, is this? Let's look in here. Yeah. It said line, that's the body chute, and I have to line that. All right, the body chute. Yo, you know what we want to see. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. As you can see, we're trying to fight through Silent Hill 4. Did they not line up all my body chutes? I gotta figure out which room has the bloody bed on it. Or actually, no, I don't. Okay, there's 3 holes on the second floor that I'm on right here. Looks like there's 3 holes. Or 5 holes, I mean. Yeah. There's a lot of body chutes in this. Or actually not in this room, but that's kind of weird. I don't remember there being so many body chutes. Hey, yeah, there's the bloody bed one. And this is the second floor, I believe. First floor, okay. You can't turn anything on the first floor. All I needed to know. All I need to know. Where is the bloody bed and the body chute room? And that's first floor right here. So I have to line the rooms above this with this room, and that should be able to get the water flowing in the right direction. Okay. Makes sense. This one has to... That one has the bloody bed with the body chute in it. I did it right. That's odd. And then there's this room. No, not that room, but this one. Bloody bed, body chute, yeah. I think that's the key of turning the lights on. But there's rooms that are locked. Not on this floor. I've gone through all these floors. I wonder if I turn rooms on the second floor, I'm able to unlock rooms that I haven't been in. Let's see. It's weird that there are so many locked rooms. Okay, I'm gonna turn... I see the splashing water on the third and second floor. I'm gonna turn the splashing water pipes. I'm gonna turn this left, yeah. I'm gonna try to line up that pouring water. See if that makes it, if that's what I have to do. I got splashing water in 3 different rooms. Yeah, because the answer was light water. Okay, there's no more splashing. Splashing up there. Doesn't seem like I can get a pipe going to that. First floor can't be changed. Thanks, Casey, and I appreciate it. We're getting there. Won't take much longer now. Just chipping away. Where... This puzzle is... They said light water. Does that mean on the first floor you can only have 1 pipe going? Let's pop another left turn. So I'm feeling like this is what I gotta do. It's saying light water. Alright, I got a pipe up there. Okay, I got 1 pipe going down. Is that light water? Is that considered light water? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. If anything else, if this doesn't work, I'm gonna have to look it up. I'm not sure. This is getting tough. Oh. Okay, it said... Okay, we're not hitting him. We're not hitting him. I don't have much health left. I try to cancel out. Yeah, these guys have definitely got it in for me. Seems the water's still on, but... Or, I mean, the generator's still on. And they said light water's the answer, but that still doesn't seem like it's working. What do they mean by light water? Oh, thank you, Gamer Mac. I appreciate it. We might have to look this up real quick. I am the right order. I'm so clueless to. Let me go back to this because this is kind of. Yeah, there we go. I don't want to fool around with those guys, but I'm not sure what's going on with this. I'm kind of confused now. Oh. Alright, I don't even know what to ask to try to get it. Still enjoying your show, mate? Oh, thank you, Nelson. Welcome in. Yeah, this is kind of confusing. Go reach the third floor. Blah 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 blah. After cutscene, will start raining toadstools. Through the 4 o'clock door. Head up the ladders all the way up to the third floor and go through the 4 o'clock door. Okay. I'm thinking I'm getting this figured out. So I haven't needed any help until this part. This is the first part I've actually gotten stuck on. I've gotten everything actually running. I think I'm taking way too much damage. It's time to go back and heal. Thank you, Starzy. I appreciate it. You guys having a good day today? I'm a little hoarse myself, but I'm good. Starting to understand the game mechanics of this a little bit. It's way different than any other Silent Hill I'm used to. There's no carrying food around. It's mostly just if you need to heal, go back to your house and rest. I think I'm going to have to probably line those rooms back up to where they're all sitting on the above the bloody bed again in order to do this right. Because I'm at the very end of the water prison. I'm just not able to figure out the, you know, how to escape. All you have to do once you at least try to rescue the person involved in each nightmare, as you want to call it, is eventually they'll die, but when you get to the very end of it, there's a placard you have to pick up, and once you get the placard, you know you pretty much beat it. Now, I've done all the puzzles, been in all the rooms, but there's a special order to turning some of these doors while trying to escape at the same time. And they're not going to let me find the placard until I figure that proper order out. Which is going to be which has been for at least for the past 15 minutes a little frustrating. Because every time I think I have it figured out, then I keep screwing it up. Yeah, what I gotta do is I gotta go back up here, put the doors in proper order, and then we're gonna climb to the 3rd floor. We don't need a raid. Char's killing it like a pro. Thank you, gamer. We're working on it, buddy. Okay, there's a door in the middle I have to walk into. I heard that. Is it a respawn of a big monster? See, that monster that I keep hearing, I haven't seen anything that would match that, so it's got to be something pretty hardcore. That must be the last boss of the area. Oh, thank you, Mamie Lake. It is nice. I love this game so far. This has been a lot of fun. Right, I got a... Was it north? Somewhat northeast. Like northeast is where I have to align all the rooms. Alright, once I align all the rooms, then I'll go up to the 3rd floor and try to... I don't even know where I moved that bloody bed, so I gotta find that first. Or it might have been just the 3rd floor that I've been rotating. No? Where are you, bloody bed? See a lot of body shoots, but no bloody bed. There it is. And this is... Wow, I gotta turn it 1, 2, 3, 4 times to either the left or right. Just turn to the left 4 times. What's your guys' favorite Silent Hill game? Mine's so far has been Silent Hill 2. I mean, I've enjoyed them all a whole lot, but Silent Hill 2's been pretty solid so far out of the series. And then I'd say Silent Hill 1 be a close second. I think I turned it 3 times, which should put it right here. No, that's not it. Maybe here. I think I lost the bloody bed. There it is. And I have it right above where it's supposed to be. Okay. Let's go to the 3rd floor. Realign that one. That's not it. There's the bloody bed. Which area is this? It's already there, so I don't have to worry about it. Okay. That pipe is broke. And that pipe is broke. Go down here. There's only one going. We're going to attempt... I think what it says now. Unlock door. It's all the way to the 3rd floor. Okay, 4 o'clock door. Okay. The way they're explaining it is just like head all the way up all the ladders and go out the 4 o'clock door. It's like there's no door here, but I know I'm going to have to go back outside and back around. I think that's what they mean by that. But before I do anything, I had to get those back in order. Because they're talking about turning these doors in a specific number of times in a direction, and I want to make sure I got everything lined up properly before I go out there. Alright, so we go up here and then we go back outside. This way is outside. Alright, this is what, the second floor? Yeah. Alright, second floor. Third floor. Inside. And then finally, the 4 o'clock door, which is a room I've already been in. I didn't see no stun gun there. I'll pass it up. Yeah, I never noticed a stun gun in this room. I don't know what they're talking about. Yeah, there's no stun gun in this room, guys. Yeah, head up the ladders all the way to the 3rd floor and go through the 4 o'clock door. Maybe there's a rotation I have to do way before all this because I've already done so much up to this point. We can use to our advantage. I've already done all that. Once you're up here, okay, go up the next ladder, reach the 3rd floor, read the final memo on the wall, move the valve 1 turn towards the right. Bathing with you today are 2 hot twins. Sadly, it's the twin victims. You still stay to fight them. Quickly pump 6 bullets into each. Exit the room and climb up the ladder to the surveillance room. Yeah, I've done all that. Okay. It seems to me prisoner diary. Yo, how's everybody going? It seems like everybody's coming in after a hard day. Hope everybody's doing well. Nice to see everybody in, hanging out. I'm just here trying to get past the part that I'm like really badly stuck at. This is the first time I've been stuck on this game. I've gotten this far. The thing I don't think I understand about this is trying to get, I guess, the rooms in the proper order, because it told me to go up to this room that I'm already in, the 4 o'clock door on the 3rd floor, right? And it said, jump down the hole. Yo, Nor joined. Thank you for the follow. Hope you're having a good night. Appreciate it. Just trying to figure out this part in Silent Hill 4 that I'm kind of stuck on. It says I have to jump down a hole to get... Maybe that's what I need to type in, because if I type that in, how to get the stun gun in Silent Hill 4, maybe that will tell me what order I need to put, what's the new order I need to put these things in, because I'm kind of stuck. Yo, Chrissy Foreplay, thank you for the follow. Hope you're having a good night. Welcome in. They find one in a locked cell on the second floor of the water prison level. To access it, he must rotate the rooms on the second floor while doing the bloody bed puzzle. It will be on the bottom corner of the table. Yeah, I did the bloody bed puzzle. I got them all lined up properly. I'm doing great, Chrissy. How are you? Oh, that's awesome. Got everybody seeing Gamer Macca's tweets helping me out. I appreciate the help and all the support I've been getting. You guys are awesome. Um, it's found on the stand in the initial lower east cell, 4 o'clock cell on 2 floor before you do any rearranging this. Okay. Yeah, this is weird. So I'm just going to assume. Okay, there's a room on the second floor that out of those, one of those 3 rooms, I'm going to assume has I guess, say, a stun gun in it. And I got to line it up to where I can find it. I'm going inside that tunnel down there again and try to find that proper one. Was it on this floor? Yeah, I'm on it. It's what is it? You have to jump down a hole into the second floor, but I haven't even gotten the hole into this room yet. That's the way I'm understanding it. Uh, yeah, I'm kind of confused at this point. Um, I'll figure it out. Say, hey, just checking out some peps. Made a VIP not long ago. Then seeing Char and his Resident Zero was decent, so came to check this out. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of survival horror recently, Macca, and I plan on trying to play as much survival horror as possible because I've been enjoying the genre so much. I'll definitely be playing it a whole lot. Of Elon Galvin's head and zaps it, the eyes will briefly flash. Okay, that doesn't tell me anything. I see a lot of information about maybe something about the location of how to get it, but not the answer of how to do it. Firstly, go to the third cell block and go down the hole of the 4 o'clock facing room. Find 4 o'clock, or I'll just say the right down room, and before you jump down the second hole, okay. Uh, I must have not turned these in the proper order. Oh, I'll definitely take out Resident Evil 4 when it comes out, and I'll stream that as well. Resident Evil 4, I'll be streaming the old Resident Evil 4 here soon, probably after I beat this game, because we just beat Resident Evil 0 before we started playing this game. So yeah, I'm guessing rotate the bloody beds to the 4 o'clock position. That's the only way I can figure to get what they want me to get. The Resident Evil outbreaks, not too bad either. Yeah, I'll have to stream them all. I'm trying to get them in numerical order onto my stream, but I'll definitely get those in eventually. I plan on getting them all in. I have most of that newer stuff, like the high definition remasters on what is it, Steam. Okay, we need to go. Basement level. Yeah. Just playing with my head a little bit there for a second. It's like, which way? Okay. Now, as far as I'm understanding, this one's already the bloody bed, so you can't even rotate this room. This room is what it is. This floor, there's 3 rooms. Let's see. There's 5 body chutes. I gotta rotate the proper body chute, which I thought I had because they talked about the bloody bed puzzle. Just to make sure. Let's make sure I'm doing this the way I think I'm doing this. Yeah, there's a bloody bed on the first floor. And the bloody bed is right there, right above it. But there's a stun gun in one of these rooms. I've been in these rooms. Except for the locked ones, obviously. Let's check the locked ones and see. Supposedly there is one of these rooms, I would say, has a stun gun on a table. And it has to be one of the ones at the body chute. Is it this one? I don't see it anywhere. I don't know what they're talking about. They said that there's a stun gun on the table right there. And they said before jumping down into the hole, you need to grab it off the table. I definitely don't have it in my inventory, so I have no clue what they're talking about. Yeah. There's definitely no... Alright. I don't know if I'm going to need stun gun. I doubt that I will, but let's just try to figure out... Let's just figure out how to get out of here. The stun gun's not that important. I'm going to waste too much time trying to get it. Uh, but can't light up the control. I can... Thought I'd made it. I made it to the kitchen, but can't light up the control panel. It's on the third floor. The note in the water prison says so. And anyway, just arrange the bloody beds, the bloodied ones with the shape of a human, on the third and second floor so that they are aligning to the one in the first floor. Once aligned, it'll lead you to the kitchen, and the small light is there already for you to see the keypad. But that's the issue. I've done this stuff. Like, I've got the light on. I've got the bloody beds. I didn't mean to do that. I got the bloody beds in order. The only thing I don't have is, for some reason... Should I go down? I guess they're saying that since I haven't, you know, they were saying something about having to not turn, I mean, those doors before you do anything. Just like leave them alone. Are they sure they mean... I don't know. I was getting kind of like, whatever. I'll give it a shot. They're talking about taking the ride down the body chute, so... I thought I did it and already escaped it, so let's do it again. I must have missed something when I went through it. So that's the only thing I can think of. I gotta be on the third floor. And the only way to get there is this way. Second floor. Yeah. So what we're going to do, look for... Yeah, the body chute is up here. Just jump down the body chute. Ow. We'll jump down the body chute, and hopefully we'll find the way out. It's been tough, but we'll get there. Didn't realize the water prison was so complicated. Let's take the ride down. down another hole. Door's broken. This should be the first floor. This should take me to the kitchen. Okay, I think I found where I'm supposed to go. I don't know why I was struggling with that. I've already figured it out. I guess, for some reason I never jumped down the holes. I was just looking for... Oh, I remember now. What I did was when I rescued that guy, I went back and did all the stuff I had to do with talking to him with the cutscenes and all that nonsense. That makes sense. Finally made it past a part that shouldn't have been that hard because I already solved the puzzle. Alright, there you go. Right, there's nothing in here. Cool, unlock that door. No more jumping down ridiculous body chutes. What are these guys doing here? There's the plate that I need. The watchfulness placard. Okay. Finally. Like I said, once we get the placard, we're pretty much done with the water prison. Oh. I think it was 0302, wasn't it? I remember seeing that somewhere. Yeah. Remember that from last stream. There's the guy we tried to save. Victim 18. Beat the water prison. Nice. We are moving on. Anything new though? It'll be especially useful to save information at a time like this. Apparently it's super rare to have a sunny day in Silent Hill. I was just lucky tourists to show up on that day, I guess. I don't see anything changed in the bedroom. That's a TV again? Oh, that's something else. There's a note. There's a scrap of red paper stuck in here. I found something that's extremely effective against the ghosts. It saved my life. It was stuck into the huge rock in the woods near the orphanage. It's a sword blade with a handmade triangle-shaped wooden handle that has some kind of spell written on it. As a weapon, it's heavy and hard to carry, but somehow it seems to change in response to the ghost victim's power. Strike when the sword is energized. If you don't reduce their power, your attacks will be repelled. As far as I know, there are only 5 swords in existence with that kind of power. It's extremely valuable. July 23rd. This is no time for cooking. Besides, there are no ingredients in the room. What is that noise coming from, though? Just like I thought, the power's blown. Okay. Is the sound coming from in here? Doesn't seem so. Where is that coming from? Must be coming from the kitchen, or I mean the bathroom. It blew the sink, I guess. Wow. That's new. Blood. It's stained with blood. It smells horrible. Just like that water-filled room under the cylindrical prison. The hole's even bigger now. There's a lot of noise coming from the inside the hole. Will you go in? Oh yeah. We're pushing. After this game, though, would you guys rather have, I guess, Resident Evil 4? Or another Silent Hill game? Maybe Silent Hill 5? I'll play either Silent Hill 5 or Resident Evil 4 after this. Resident Evil 4? Hell yeah. I'll definitely play it next. I'll throw Silent Hill 5 after Resident Evil 4 then. Sounds like a good plan. We got some creepy noises going. Dino Crisis used to be sick as well. Dino Crisis might be on the list for Retro Late Night. You never know. I always keep certain generations of games in that category. Alright, somebody's shooting. Okay, that's where I came from. I was trying to figure out what's going on here. It's a shame you can't get games like that on up-to-date consoles. Yeah, but I'm sure in time, once they regain their popularity and everything, that they'll probably remake them. Oh yeah, stomp them. Okay, where's this dude at that needs rescuing?
Ouch!
Oh,
Damn it.
he didn't act like that hurt him very
Where
much.
the hell am I? You're a real person. Hey, you're the guy that lives across from me.
Yeah, my name's Henry.
I'm Richard Braintree, from 207. What the hell's happened to us? That hole in this freaky world.
Well, it sounds like it's not just the room, but it's
You're here too.
the apartment.
Then there must be something wrong with the whole apartment building.
Exactly. It's not just the room, it's the
That
apartment.
must explain what happened to that other guy too.
What other guy?
The guy who lived in 302 before you. A journalist. He disappeared one day. He got pretty crazy towards the end. Shut himself up in his room and wouldn't come out. Anyway, I'm getting the hell out of here. You should too, if you know what's good for you.
Wait. Watch out for that kid.
Oh. I don't see no reason to mess with them. Other than the fact that they're guarding doors. Whoa, are we in a world of the apartment complex now? Wow. This is wild. The last stage, last area we need. Okay, there's this weird sword stuck in his stomach. He's holding something in his hand. You got the ghost's key. The key that the ghost was holding. There's a sword stuck in his stomach. You got the sword of obedience. Extremely rare sword. When used against downed ghosts, it stops them in place. When pulled out, the ghost is revived. Should I have done that? He's not dying. Yeah, it seems that he's not going to stay down. He's twitching. Whatever, we don't need him. Oh yeah. I don't know why it does that. Whoa. What are we facing here? These leeches are getting a lot bigger. Whoa, what's that? One of those 8 monsters? I don't have a very detailed map of this place. Kind of going around and picking doors. Got so many pistol bullets. I had to leave a bunch of them behind because they're not stacking. Okay, here's a save room at least. Usually when you find a random save room in the middle of one of these worlds that you haven't gone through yet, something changes in the apartment. So let's check it out. Little cutscene maybe. It's usually somebody like pounding on the front door or something. That seems awfully quiet. Seems like the superintendent don't care no more. I hear talking. There we go.
How's it going with room 302?
Well, I just tried to open it up, but it looks like something's blocking it from the inside.
Huh.
Anyway, it's not the first time.
You mean the guy who lived here before?
And it wasn't just him either. There's something wrong with his whole apartment.
Exactly. Even he says it.
Scaring me.
Superintendent even said there's something wrong with the whole apartment. It's not just the room.
Well, anyway, I just slipped a note under his door. Don't worry about it too much. There are a lot of strange things in this world. The umbilical cord I keep in a box in my room. Lately, it's started to smell terrible.
Huh? Umbilical cord?
Oh, well, forget I said anything.
Creeping her out.
Still. Those noises.
Alright, that was the end of that. Did he leave me another note? Yeah. It's bloody too. There's a scrap of red paper stuck in here. It's stained with blood and I can't read it. Superintendent left me a memo that's stained in blood. Interesting. I wonder if he's a ghost too. Return from building world. I guess that's what they call this apartment. Time to return. That really tore into this bathroom. Oh yeah, let's go, let's go. Okay, do I get to pick up a baseball bat? It's an aluminum bat. Yeah, I'll take the aluminum bat. Are you crazy? There's another 9 iron. 5 iron. Golf club, powerful and easy to use, but it looks like it could break easy. Let's go for it. But it looks like they're all bent and broken. It's just a weapon stock. That's all this place was. Which one of these doors did I come from? Either one. Seriously? These both new doors. That's locked. Whoa. Something down there getting violent. Dogs. I took 2 hits to put him down. Alright, how many more of you dogs are here? That one's just going glitch crazy. Okay. We're going to have to explore... Oh, wait. I skipped something. Can I not? That sucks. I get rid of all these bullets. Got way too many bullets. That's a shame. I didn't expect to have so much inventory management in this area. Already got 3 of the placards. There's only 4. And this has to be the last area before the end of the game. They're throwing all kinds of obstacles in my way with only being able to hold so many items. Wonder if the aluminum bat's worth anything. I know it doesn't have a reach like the steel pipe, but we'll see. What's the description of it? Somebody's knocking on my door. God, everybody's always coming to check me out. Better check on your neighbor soon. Okay, that's wild considering all the hands have been removed. Told me to perv on her, so that's what I guess I'm doing. I almost thought I heard a footstep. No, it's just like gifting the whole I don't want to save it. I gotta do some inventory management. That's the whole reason I came back here. Alright. Aluminum alloy bat. Reasonably powerful and easy to use as a weapon. Alright, I got 3 inventory spots. That should be enough. Plenty of bullets, because I don't normally shoot my gun. Not in Silent Hill games. It's no fun to use a gun in Silent Hill unless you're like really forced to. I kind of save my guns anyway on bosses. Let's go. I guess this was the way I went. Yeah, this is the right way. Got our aluminum bat. It doesn't look like an aluminum bat. It looks like a wooden bat. Yeah, I wonder what we're about to run into down here. Yeah, I killed those guys. I just didn't have any inventory for this key right here. It's enough cat food for an army of cats. You found keys. Will you take them? Got the Albert Sports key. Found in the pet store. It has Albert Sports written on it. Oh, you know what? You guys want to play games like that? Yeah, that's what I talk about. I'm just gonna... Oh, yeah. The door apparently is... Is that the door? Or is this the door I came from? Door I came from, I think. No, that wasn't the door I came from. It wouldn't be making that noise if that was the door I came from. Yeah, this is new. These guys, they're... Oh, yeah, the ghosts. That's right. I hate those guys. Those were in the first place. In the first world, I mean. Thought I was done with them. This is different. An upside down clock. The hands aren't moving. The doorknob is rusted shut and I can't get it open. Okay, so... Is there anything in this room I can do? I don't see anything to interact with here. This is wild. I gotta figure out how to unlock that door. How did he get me? That's not what I meant to push. Isn't that supposed to, like, work on them? Sort of obedience? There we go, I was about to say. Was there a different path I could have gone? I don't see a different way. all this is the, I believe where I came, that's where I originally came from. Can't. It's hard to hit these guys with a bat. He's not got the range for it. There we go. I haven't seen another door in this room. Maybe I should go back and try to find something. I don't know what I could have missed. Let's just explore areas. Try to find a door. There's an opposite side to this place. I don't think I've explored that room too much, but I'll have to check it. Oh, he's coming right through that door. This is presence that's hurting me. Okay, this is an area I need to explore. It looks like I've already explored this area. Actually, I haven't been up this. Never mind. Yeah, I have. Where I originally came from. I don't think I explored the room, what was it, up above me very much, and I don't see a door here. Those guys will show up everywhere. Just their presence is hurting me. They sound like somebody else is walking in the area instead of that guy. Oh, yeah, that's right. So yeah, there's nothing else I can do around here. I've gone everywhere I can go. This is all straight. Pretty much straightforward. I'm trying, Trickinson. It's tough so far. Not really seeing a key or a... I've got the sports key, but I don't know what to do with it. Thanks, Chelsea. Yeah. Let him just fall down the stairs now. Okay, I explored that whole area, and there was nothing to do. Yeah, that's a no-go there. Does that do anything? Nope. Exploring this area hard, trying to Find the secret. What the hell? Something reeks. Maybe it's this room? Yeah. Okay, now we found the right place to go. And since we did that, let's go get some health back because I should probably get a little bit of health back. Haven't saved it in a while. Gone through all that and didn't save it. Since we're not coming back to this area again anyway. Maybe there's another cutscene in the bedroom. Or I mean the room 302. Don't hear anything. Don't see anything. It's late for that blue bar to fill before we save it. Just a couple more bars. That was weird. Something came falling down the door or the window. Return from building world. I haven't found a shotgun. Does that mean not that far into the game? Is there a shotgun in this game? I know I skipped the stun gun. So I won't be having that. As far as I know, it's pretty much worthless anyway. Thank you, Drake, and I appreciate it. Okay. Now the new unlocked door is right here. Good thing we went back to heal, right? There's at least 3 of them that I've seen so far. One's chasing me from above. Oh, those ones are a little different. I don't know what was wrong with them. Let's check this door right here. Okay, just wanted to make sure. Whoa. Door's shut tight. The elevator's not here. Is this an elevator? Okay, here we go, cutscene. There's our dude.
Are you the kid he was talking about? You live in that apartment too, huh? Say, you look a lot like a little punk that I once caught sneaking around there. Do you know something about what's going on? Hey, you! Stop!
He threatened a little kid with a pistol. I'm kind of back and forth whether it should come out here. I guess so. We're stocked on bullets. I guess that's the only thing that was out here. Is the ladder? Should I go down? I hear a bunch of stuff going on, but I don't see what it is. Finally found a nutrition drink. That's something that's usually pretty normal in Silent Hill. It's the first nutrition drink I found. Playing whack-a-mole here. I guess we're trying to catch up to that dude. Door's broken. Come on. Saw that coming. Nice. I just like beating on those guys. It's fun in Silent Hill. Anyway. Okay. Oh, it's a dog. Oh, he got me. Thought I had him. That door's locked as well. Ah. Yeah, instead of like normally like what they usually do, they're like getting me good. Come on, stop it. There we go. Yeah, a good amount of enemies in this hallway. I just wanted to see what I could do against them. Ooh, I had to stop him again. I was about to say, this dog is not dying. Which door? That's locked too. Everything's locked. That that looked like a door. Yeah, that's locked. The back alley escape route. Oh, take that one. There we go. He got right back up. He didn't give me a chance to put him down. He's got a weapon. Oh, wow. He ain't messing around. Oh, no. I killed 5 of them, and then I got killed by him. Oh, well. Well, I don't think there's any key items throughout all that I did, so we'll be right back there. That, and I saved it right before there. We're right in that hallway. I was just having too much fun killing stuff. Yeah, it's only 2 hallways. We're not broke for anything. But I did lose my health. Or at least my health refill. Or actually, maybe I didn't. I think I picked that up on the way here. Okay. We saw this. I think out here was the bullets. That means to cancel out. There we go. Yeah, we'll get right back there. We're not hurting. There's the energy drink. So yeah, we didn't lose anything. Clean house here and catch up. I think this takes us to the alley that we were at. Up this ladder anyway. I don't need to play with that guy. I got hiccups. Yeah, I know all those doors are locked, so I'm not going to waste my time. Oh. The guy with the club guarding the door. I could probably take that club from him if I stayed around and killed him, but why bother? Those clubs don't last very long. I wonder if there's something special in that room. That's kind of there. Like, what is up with this? This is odd. Like, you made it down to the bottom of this area and you're in a weird basement factory area. Nothing over here. I don't know what's climbing up these staircase. Probably just leeches. That's what it sounds like. Yeah, it's just leeches. Three doors to choose from. Okay, I'll start with the first one. Broke. Broke. Makes my choice easy. Well, this looks familiar. Well, it did sort of. Was that an axe? Can I pick that up? It's a rusty axe. One-handed axe. A little short, but powerful and easy to handle. You give me all kinds of weapons in this place. There's a memo here. The boss said that the number this time is the last 4 digits of this store's phone number, but the phone number is written right there on the sign on the roof. Anybody could see it from South Ashfield Street. Is that really okay? Alright, we made it to a new checkpoint. See if the room changed at all. Okay, I'm not seeing anything here. All right, 303. Feeling good about this. I hear a female's voice crying out throughout this hole, but I'm chasing an older guy. That seems like he's pretty pissed off. Oh no. Okay. The password that can be seen from Ashford Street. I'm curious. The code to the bar. Since this is here, I wonder if I have to look through one of the windows back at the house and see a sign. And that'll probably tell me the answer to that code. So I haven't seen billboard anywhere. Okay. Bar Southfield. There it is. Just like I thought. 3750 is the code. 3750. I couldn't tell you what made me think to come back to the apartment and check that out. But there you go. It's kind of just clicked in my head. Like, where am I going to find that? Because every pathway up to the bar has been nothing but stairs and alleys. There's no clear view from Ashfield Street. Besides, maybe out the window of the apartment. I believe I said 3750, didn't I? Yep. I get talking too much and then my memory gets jumbled a little bit sometimes. Whoa, buddy. I guess I'm going up to the roof because something crazy up there just happened. This guy is on me. I was kind of chasing him off. Like, what are you doing to me, buddy? I have a feeling that if I went all the way down to the bottom of the stairs, I probably would have found a secret weapon. If I died of something crazy up here, then I'll go back to the bottom and check to make sure. Wow, this is a really way far way up. I'm starting to wonder whether or not I'm doing the right thing. Oh, I was about to say, where's the roof? What's this? It's door number 207 from my apartment building. There's a plate on the door. Remove the plate? Yes, I will. Well, that didn't take long to find the way out of this place. That's victim 19. Yo, Lucaria, welcome in. Hope you're having a good night. How you doing tonight? All right, so that was what I guess was the last world we'll have to enter. They only talked about 4 placards, and I got all 4. Oh wow, 2:18 in the morning, and you're checking out a stream over here on the East Coast in America. That's awesome, Lucaria. Thank you for checking me out so late over on your side of the pond. I appreciate it. I'm getting old myself, so I'd probably be passed out closer
Looks
then.
like another one, Captain. Got 121 on his head. It's just like that case from 10 years ago. Yeah, that Walter Sullivan case. But Sullivan's dead. They even got the body. Must be some crazy copycat. Yeah, but even so...
Whoa. It seems like there's power back onto this apartment. Everything is starting to get really weird. I'm a huge fan of the Silent Hill series. 4 is an outsider, but I like it. Yeah, it's definitely a different game. It's definitely not like the other ones. But I'm not hating on it none myself. I love it. I've been enjoying it so far. I have to be getting close to the end of it though, I'd say. Um put that away. Put that away. I didn't mean to X it out. See, there's there we go. Like the puzzle said, or some puzzle said, there's like 4 placards I need. I don't know what I need them for, but I have them. I have all 4 now. I just don't know what to do now. I'll probably have to go through that and turn them in. The plaque. Yeah, I've got 4 of them. Put them in the box for now. Like all 4 of them. Because I've been, because I got here and I was thinking maybe it's time to turn them in now. But I guess not. Let's check this room, see if there's anything in here. Still doesn't look like anything's changed. I guess we'll continue on. The best melee weapon is the rusty axe. Got you right here. It's all good. I understand what you're saying. This hole, it doesn't look like a human made it. It's getting bigger and rounder. I think I've seen this pattern before. When it's charged, it can knock out a monster in one shot. Alright, I gotcha. Here we are.
It looks like my apartment. But what the hell is this?
Beginning of the end. That's 301. Any of this stuff worthwhile? I don't see. There's a diary here. The last few months, Joseph, the guy next door to me who gave me that rare porn magazine, looks like he's been working super hard. He said if he found another rare one, he'd give it to me, but he hasn't shown his face around much lately. He said he was a journalist and he always investigating stuff, but I think something strange is going on with him. He's been shut in his apartment and I can hear all these weird noises coming from there. Oh, my beautiful Rachel, what's with the note on the red paper? I thought you'd written a note back to me, but I guess maybe it was somewhere else. He took it along with my clothes. Those were the best clothes. It's a red piece of paper with nothing written on it. Red paper, just red paper with nothing written on it. I'll stick it under room 302's door. Huh. Very strange. Just kind of curious if anything happens and I go back from here, since I found a new save spot. It usually has somebody knocking on the door or something interesting happen. Like that. Red paper stuck in here. I figured out the riddle behind the numbers. 01121 is actually January 21. In other words, 1 out of 21. Okay, I gotcha. 1 out of 21. So the middle one is like a forward slash. So Walter was planning on killing 21 people, but he never finished the job. He was convicted for the murders of Billy and Miriam Locane, the 7th and 8th victims. Afterwards, he committed suicide in his jail cell. The grisly mass murder of 10 people shocked the world and came to be known as the Walter Sullivan case. There are two big puzzles here. The first is, what was the motive for the murders? The second is, why did he kill himself before completing his task? Was he simply insane? That sounds like the washer and dryer. Oh, yeah. There are tools and things on the ground? Yeah. What the hell is this? The dryer sprayed blood all over the place. That's pretty much what I was interested in. Washing dryer, this noise makes me asleep. Yeah. It's spraying blood out though, doesn't it? All right, let's get back to this apartment and put this red paper underneath room 302, like right across the hall from it, I believe. Okay. All right, this room's a lot more involved than I thought. These are just like elevators. Photo of a nurse that says "I love you" on it. There's a key taped to the back of it. Take the locker, key 106. This guy, is it the super? He was much younger in this picture. There's a key taped to the back of it. Superintendent's key. Running out of room. There's a magazine lying open. Teaching Despair, Wish House. Wish House, an orphanage on the outskirts of Silent Hill, but behind its false image is a place where children are kidnapped and brainwashed. Wish House is managed by the Silent Hill Smile Support Society, a charity organization sometimes called 4S. It's true that 4S is a well-respected charity that takes in poor children without homes and raises them with hope. But at its heart, it is a heathen organization that teaches its own warped dogma in lieu of good religious values. Mr. Smith, temp, who lives near Wish House, had this to say: "Sometimes at night I can hear their weird prayers and the sounds of children crying. I went there to complain one time, but they ran me right out, Since then, it hasn't changed a bit. In fact, this reporter was refused admission when he attempted to take photographs in the facility. What exactly do the folks at Wish House have to hide? During my investigations, I was able to discover, however, a suspicious-looking round concrete tower, which appears to be part of their facilities. Unfortunately, no one was willing to tell us what the tower was used for, but it seems unlikely that it has anything to do with the business of raising orphans. It may in fact be a prison or a secret place of worship. The cult religion that operates Wish House is known by the locals simply as the Order. It's a religion that is deeply interwoven with Silent Hill's history, but its worshippers' fervent belief that they are among the elite chosen people has a dark and dangerous side. Oops. Let's see. I intend to continue my investigation of Wish House and the cult behind it. I've always believed that telling the whole truth and showing the children the true path is our most important duty. Okay, so there was nothing that was going to give me a hint or key. Alright. Oh, wow. I don't even see room 302. There's Walter. There. He was there anyway. He just disappeared. You put the red paper in the door crack. It's locked. There's a red scrap of paper stuck under the door. This is the same way they show up under my door. Well, that's probably why I need to go back and grab it now, I guess. Where is that room? There it is. Let's go see what that red piece of paper says, since someone has been slipping them to me. Maybe I've been slipping them to myself in an alternate reality. Who knows? Maybe Henry's just on drugs. I would say acid. PCP. There's red paper stuck in here. It was 4 years ago that they discovered the body with 1221 carved into it. Right away, I had this terrible feeling and couldn't stop shaking. The victim had been murdered 6 months earlier, but Walter had been dead for 7 years, having committed suicide 3 years before the murder. The police think it's a copycat crime and are calling it the Sullivan case round 2, but something about it bothered me. May 14th. I think Walter Sullivan's ghost is catching up with the murders he wanted to commit. Unless Henry's doing it and he's the copycat. Alright, we got that. What's up, Henry? It's locked from the other side to... It's locked. What was the guy doing here? Could he be the next victim? Or could it be... Can't be used here. Can't be used here. I wonder if the superintendent's key could have unlocked that door. A lot of dead animals. I didn't kill them. Here's that guy.
I got this from Miss Galvin. A long, long time ago. She was younger than me back then.
That's all you got to say?
She looked so happy, holding her mother's hand.
Don't take the doll.
I'll give it to you.
All right, let's go check this door. Locked. 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 It'd be easier to check this stuff if everything wasn't so locked. Oh yeah. You ain't getting me. Yeah. It's a part of some torn jeans. There's blood and some kind of animal hair on them. I don't think the superintendent's key is going to open up anybody's doors. Oh well, let's continue on down to the other side. All these doors are locked. Really? So both sides has nothing in them? Huh. Okay. Didn't think that there'd be that much areas with nothing in them, but whatever. Tenants' lockers. There are numbers 101, 304. I love you, Rachel. Mike. It's filled with love letters from Mike to Rachel. Huh. Curious. New save area. Let's see if anything changes. I'm just arguing out there. Nothing I care about. Haven't saved it since the beginning of the area, so. Return from apartment world. Okay. It's getting loud. It looks like there's 3 doors here. First door. Aha. Superintendent's key was used. What the hell? It's a diary. The red box seems even stranger today. It's giving off a terrible smell. It's disgusting, but I just can't throw it away. I must have been around 30 years ago. That young couple was living in the apartment, but one day they just suddenly disappeared, ran off just like thieves in the night. I don't know why. It must have been money troubles, or maybe they got themselves into some kind of danger. The problems came after that. They left their newborn baby when they took off. I even found the umbilical cord. Damn. I called the ambulance right away and heard the baby survived, but I don't know what happened to him. Although a few years later, I often saw a young kid hanging around the apartment. One day he just stopped coming by, but now that I think of it, I'll bet he was that abandoned baby. It's a horrible story, abandoning a newborn baby. That all happened in room 302. And the umbilical cord I found there, well, I still can't get myself to throw it away. The mystery just starts putting the pieces together. That's Walter Sullivan, born in room 302, took his victims back to 302. It's a red box. Man, this thing really stinks. It's practically bringing tears to my eyes. The box with the umbilical cord. Take the red paper? Sure. It's hastily scribbled memo found by Nurse Rachel. Return it to room 302 together with the part her boyfriend Mike tore off. There are keys for each apartment here. Take the keys. Keys to each apartment in the building. Actually, it looks like 303 is missing. Oh, getting mixed turned. And I went up here, right? Yeah. Alright, let's go back to the super. Since we got the stuff that we can slip underneath the door, let's go do that. That's a ways way back, though. We have to go all the way back upstairs to do that. Second floor. Whoa, what was... Oh, yeah, that's that doll. Okay. Three 302. Didn't mean to do that. That doesn't matter. I'm going to end up going back anyway. Yeah, it's not going to kill her. These phantom things don't die. Alright, let's go get that slip and see what it says. I didn't mean to put the other torn half there, but I'll have to find it and find out what it says too. It's looking like this area is going to take a while. Yeah, there they are. There's a torn red paper stuck here. I lost the key to Eileen Galvin's room. I've got to find it and bring it back. Let me think. The last place I saw it was... There's red paper stuck in here. I picked up the key that Eileen from room 303 must have dropped. I thought I'd return it, but she wasn't home. I guess I'll give it to the super. Okay. Gotta find the other half of that torn piece of paper and we figure out where that key is. For room 303. I'm guessing room 303 is the last room. Okay. Yeah, it's night. The keys don't work on that door. And 303 can't get into. Alright. First apartment room key. Dog statues. Is there anything interesting in this room, or is it just here for show? Bullets. We'll see if we need them. That seems like that's the only thing that was in here, was just the bullets. Nothing to interact with that. Okay. Let's move on. That was around that corner. As I got these apartment keys, there's going to be a lot of exploring. Especially on the second floor. Yeah, both sides of the staircase is going to be a lot of exploring. Yeah, I saw him staring at something. There's a phantom in here, but I don't see any keys. And beat him down so I can get past him. I could listen to it on the stereo in my room. Skinned Mike's cassette. Audio cassette with skinned mic on the label. That's just ate up. It's a barbell. Alright, I explored that whole area. Let's see what's in here. Probably more of the same. Sounds like leeches. Nope, dogs. They're just not making barking noises. I'm gonna finish him off, or is he dead? It's a baby bed. The family that lived in this apartment. Doggy. Alright, wow, this room is really... I got blue lights and stuff in here. Black lights, whatever you want to call them. Not important. It was just a room to explore. I didn't see anything in here though. It's like kids graffiti. Yeah, it's just a bunch of wild stuff. I think this is the last room in the this side. Wow, there's a lot of blood in here. Well, there's the dude. This is the gun Richard was using. Oh yeah, I got Richard's revolver. There's men's bloody underwear and a torn shirt sleeve in the garbage. He just disappeared on me. I can see Eileen Galvin from here. I'm pretty sure that's room 303. What's she doing in this world? Save the revolver for the final boss. Alright, I will. Am I coming close to the final boss? No? Alright. I can't hold anymore. Okay, that's for the weapon, the 9-iron. I can see it. I'm like 45%. Wow. That's, not what I expected, to be honest with you. Alright. Well, let's go put this revolver away, because I don't want to... I guess there's a save room down here, too, so... Let's go save it down this way first. It's faster to get here. We need to get to the item box and put some stuff away. We got way too many bullets that I don't even use the pistol for. I might as well just put all the bullets away and save the shots for the pistol when I get in trouble. I don't really have a use for it. Not yet, anyway. Pass up the inventory box. We're going to, I guess, like you said, put that away and save it. Let's use that real quick. We can get it out of our inventory.
How do you like that, you sick little freak? You had it coming to you. These clothes are disgusting. Get them out of my sight.
I know. It'll be perfect to wrap his body in.
Hold it.
You!
Hold it. I think
You
I'll keep
snooping
that
around
for
again?
myself.
Get your ass out of here
Hold
before
it,
you
hold
really
it,
piss me off.
Hold it. Hold it. I think I'll keep that one for myself. Hold it. I think I'll keep that one for myself.
That was weird. Okay, let's go ahead and pop these in. Don't need that. I guess we don't need the aluminum bat anymore. We use this, so we don't need that. Yeah, that's good. Looks good to me. All right. I think I'm gonna call it a stream just for the variety and take an hour break. I'll be back for retro in about an hour at 10 o'clock Eastern time. If you guys want to come back in about an hour to watch what I'm gonna be playing for retro late night. But until then, can you guys do me a favor and raid this girl that's been helping me out a lot? Her name is Bunny Shade. I'm gonna send you guys over that way. Let me get you guys. Let me see if I can't find. Yeah, if you guys can help me out and raid her, I'd really appreciate it. But have a good night, everybody, and be back in an hour.